I've been coming to Dr. Benjamin since June of last year. I didn't even know that I had problems with my spine until I started working out again. Started working out in October, kind of off and on, not very consistent, and then around January, February, started putting more time in, started getting stronger, and I would go to lift the incline barbell out of the rack at just 135 pounds, and the pain in my shoulder was more than I could stand. I was stronger, but I couldn't handle the pain. Well, a friend of mine that I've known for probably 14 years started working out with me, and I told him about the pain, and he said, "You need to go see Dr. Benjamin." I said, "It's not my back, it's my shoulder." He goes, "Just give him a try, go talk to him, go get your digital film taken, and if there's nothing they can do, he'll tell you, and you go try something else." So I call and set up the appointment, and I knew when I walked in that they were different than anywhere else. I've never walked into a doctor's office, any facility, and be greeted by somebody saying, "We're glad you're here." I felt like a rock star and really didn't know what to say other than thank you. Get signed in and meet the staff and go back and get my film taken. They explained to me he'll look at them, I'll come back in for a follow-up appointment, and I'll know where I stand. So come in the following day, and again, we're glad you're here, and again, thank you. Go back and meet Dr. Benjamin, and he knew that I was concerned about my shoulder, and he said, "Do you want me to sugarcoat it, or you just want me to tell you point blank where you stand?" I said, "Well, don't sugarcoat anything, tell me how it is." He goes, "I'm not concerned about your shoulder, it's your spine." And he showed me the film and showed where I have arthritis, I have a fractured tailbone, I had a bone spur in my back where the discs were actually fusing, and it looks like a Viking horn. And he said, as he pointed to it, he goes, "Don't worry about that, that'll go away." I thought, this man is nuts. There is no way that this thing in my spine that has grown and fusing will go away. But in the back of my mind, my good friend said, "Just give it a try. It's unlike anything that you've ever experienced." So I said, "Okay," and he talked, and "Do you want to go through the treatment plan?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I started the sessions and the adjustments. He went ahead and explained that there's going to be days that are bad, you're going to have great days, and you're going to have terrible days. So I didn't think anything about it until I did start having those bad days. There'd be days where didn't really even want to go to work, the pain was intense, my mood was terrible. He continued, "Just stick with it, stay on ice, things will change." Well, it did start changing, and he had offered to come to the gym, and after he told me to stay out for a while, he said, "Would you like for me to come with you and see your form, make sure you're not doing anything that you shouldn't be doing or to hurt yourself?" I was blown away. I couldn't believe that here he is, just concerned about one of his patients, going to take time out of his schedule just to come and watch me do what I think is working out at a gym. So he comes and he works out with me and my good friend that referred me, and I was blown away. He now, through everything that I've experienced with the work, with the sessions, the adjustments, my spine, everything getting fixed, I can do more now than I've ever been able to do in my life. I'm in better health, shape, strength than I ever have been in my life. My spine is nowhere near what it was when I first started. The pain in this shoulder, it doesn't exist. I have no pain whatsoever in it. My outlook on life, my mood, my everything is as good as it has been probably in my entire life, and I didn't know that all of this was as bad as it was until I started working out. I told my mom about how well I was doing, and she knew that I was coming, so she wanted to come and wanted to give Dr. Benjamin a try and see what he and his staff were able to do for her. Well, she lives 2.5 hours away. So she drives 5 hours round trip every week to come to Gonstead Chiropractic and get her treatment for her hip and her other problems. And she referred one of her best friends from Carthage, North Carolina, so she also brings her mom and drives 5 hours round trip each week to come to Gonstead Chiropractic because it's unlike any chiropractor or facility you'll ever come to. I had gone to a chiropractor before out in Lincolnton, and I would get my neck adjusted and complain that I have headaches. And he just said, well, that's normal, that's just the inflammation. Well, from the adjustments on my neck that I've gotten from Dr. Benjamin, I've never had a headache. One time I came in here, I think he adjusted 9 different places on my back and my shoulder. The chiropractor before that I was used to, you would get 2 adjustments, come back. 1 adjustment, wouldn't do too many things at one time. Dr. Benjamin's able to do all of this because he actually wants you to be healthy, stay out of his office, and live your life and be as happy and healthy as you possibly can.